everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Put Your Makeup On, where I post videos like this every Monday and Thursday. Be sure you click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos, of course, and definitely don't forget to click that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. So for today's video, this is going to be a video for all of you girls and guys who are oily that do want a little bit of a dewy, healthy, luminous, radiant, dewy look from within. How many times can I say dewy? I gotta be quite honest with you guys. I feel like ever since I turned 27, my skin has been, I feel like it's changing. I know that I've always said that it's my life goal to stay matte, but I don't know. I feel like these just past couple of weeks now, I feel like my skin just kind of needs a little bit of a dewy glow. These are the products that I have found that have been working for me this past couple of weeks. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any products that you think that I should check out. Of course, with being oily, I definitely find using the right products is, I definitely think, the key. That way you don't have to worry about looking shiny, looking more oily than you really are. So yeah, that is pretty much going to be the topic of today's video. And if you want to know how to look dewy when you are oily, you know what to do. This is how we do it on Put Your Makeup On. So just keep watching. Before we begin, I want to address my skin, specifically what skin type I am. I myself am pretty much oily everywhere. I'm not combo. I really very rarely get dry, so I'm typically pretty oily all on my forehead, around the cheek area. My nose gets the most oily. It does once in a while get a little red. I do have one little acne scar that I'm trying to treat. And again, I just get really oily. I drink a lot of water, so I don't really think I'm dehydrated. So that is pretty much my skin. So pretty much just plain oiliness. The first step that we are going to be going in with is prepping your skin. Prepping your skin, I think, in my personal opinion, is even more important than actually choosing an actual foundation. With skincare, you know, good ingredients, you want to take care of your skin. Your body is 70% water, so the better hydrated your skin is, I don't care if you're dry or oily or combo sensitive, hydration, hydration, hydration is the most important thing to making your foundation look the best, whether you want a matte finish or more dewy finish. So I am going to be prepping my skin with this guy today. This is from Drunk Elephant. This is their Protini Polypeptide Cream. Say that 3 times fast. And this is an oil-free moisturizer. And it's actually really cool. It like pumps up a little bit, and I'm going to use very little. Products like these with skincare, they're made to spread out very evenly, so definitely a little at a time, because also you don't want to waste your products either. If you're spending a pretty penny on moisturizers and good brands, even the drugstore too, you definitely want to use it sparingly. That way the whole jar will last you quite a while. Second step is going to be eye cream as well. I wanted to include this step because I am going to show you how I apply my corrector and concealers. If you guys have been with me for a while, you guys seen me do you know, dark circle, color correctors, and concealer types of tutorials. So I will have any other videos that I mention with concealers listed down below. For today, we are going in with the Pep Star Eye Cream from Clinque. I really enjoy this one specifically because it does have a little bit of caffeine in it, and I believe also like 7 different peptides, something like that. Of course, you guys can obviously see I have a lot of dark circles, so I'm definitely trying to, you know, like treat them little by little. I don't know. So ring fingers and kind of just press and pat everything in. I like to do this little motion here, give myself a little eye massage, because heck, why not? So just taking this on your ring fingers, patting it in, of course never rubbing, pat and press into the skin. Okay, so our skin is perfectly ready, prepped for everything. But wait, there's one more step, is primer. So I'm going to go in with a oil controlling primer specifically. That way I don't have to worry about looking more oily than I really am. I've been really enjoying this one, and this is the Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. That is a mouthful. PTR is an amazing skincare line that does make like makeup-y, not makeup-y, but like products that are for makeup, if like that makes sense. So I'm just going to basically squeeze a little bit out like so on my fingertips. And the same exact way we applied the moisturizer is the exact same way that we are going to apply our primer. Fingertips and just pat and press it in. I'm going to focus this more so on where I have my pores, which is the main like center of the face and around the nose area. I'm not rubbing vigorously around my face. That, I gotta say, is probably the number one reason why so many clients come in and they wonder why they look cakey. You're applying your products way too fast. So take your time blending them in. Fingertips, be gentle. That is the most important thing that I want you guys to remember from this video. So take your time blending everything in. My skin is super smooth. I love this primer to the moon and back. I just love this. I find that with any foundation that I wear over this in any brand, and I'm not just saying it just for this video, it really is true. I find that when I wear this, I don't have to worry about touching up throughout the course of my day. Real life, real retail life here. So now let's move on to the main event, is actual foundation. So I have to say, my New Year's resolution was to try and use more sponges, not only in my tutorials, but real life as well. And I kind of feel like I found a new love for sponges. So I'm going to be working with the Real Technique sponge today, and I've already wet it. It is a little dirty because I have been using it for these past couple days now, but yes, it is clean. So I'm actually going to go in with a new technique that I actually have been really enjoying. So I'm going to go in with two foundations today. The first one being is the Amazon Clay Stick foundation from Tarte, and I'm using the shade Light Medium Neutral with the Luminous Candle Glow Soft Luminous from Mercier. And I'm using the shade Macadamia, which is my winter color. So I'm going in with this foundation first, and I applied it everywhere like I normally do. The reason being, I like this for the coverage specifically. So this is the Luminous Silk Foundation from Mercier. I'm going to do about 3 pumps of this guy on the back of my hand. This is more of a lighter medium coverage foundation, which is why I'm doing the clay stick to get more fuller coverage. So a little bit of a foundation cocktail, if you will. So I'm taking the flat side of my Real Technique sponge, taking a little bit, and I'm just kind of going over and blending everything in as we go. And this foundation, I really do love it. Yeah, that is beautiful. Oh my god, I love this technique. It is just so gorgeous. And the foundation themselves, being that they're layered, I do find things layer best on my skin rather than kind of just mixing everything all in together. I just think it gives more of that flawlessness for longevity throughout the day. You always want to make sure you're patting in the foundation and not rubbing back and forth. Obviously, if you start to rub, you're going to run the risk of physically taking the foundation off your face, which totally defeats the purpose of what we're doing today. So always make sure when you are using a sponge, obviously use it wet and pounce it up and down exactly like I am doing right now. So next we are going in with color corrector and concealer. You guys, of course, have seen me do this a gazillion times, but I want to show it again because we are focusing on just complexion today. Two products that I am using today is from Pixi and MAC. This is the Pixi by Petra Apricot Color Corrector, which comes in a little jar like this. And then the color of concealer that I'm using is from MAC in NW20, which is their MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Normally I use a brush for this part, but for today, I'm going to be going in with my fingers. I find that my fingers do work really well for this part to melt the product into my skin, into the under eyes rather than having that weird brush strokes, which I find is just not flattering on my eyes. Concealer, MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I really hate the pump of this. We're going to go in with the other side and we're just going to take a little bit on our sponge and blend away pretty much. Okay, so that is both sides done. Now we could, of course, finish off the rest of the face. So for that, I am going to actually do a little bit of the Mercier translucent loose powder. I know, it's just what I've been doing, what I've been enjoying. I'm going to take a little bit on my sponge. I'm not necessarily going to bake right now. If you guys do want to see a baking type of routine video, I will have my how-to video listed down below if you guys are curious. So I'm just going to take a little bit and kind of pat it off and just kind of apply it that way, but pouncing it in as well. Again, we're not baking today. I want to just set the under eye area just so I don't have to worry about creasing or getting weird or wonky throughout the day. For the rest of the face, I am using the Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder in the shade number 2 from Mercier. And this is a really nice sheer setting powder just to kind of help set everything into place. I, of course, don't want to do the Mercier setting powder all over, being that I want to keep a little bit of that healthy glow lit from within. If we put this on, it'll help me stay more matte. This will help me stay a little bit on the dewy side. So that's why we're going in with this today. And for this, we are using the pointed powder brush from e.l.f. And this is a really nice brush because it's nice and fluffy. It doesn't pick up too much product. So it just kind of leaves a nice little flush to the skin without it being too powdery looking. So I finished off the rest of my face. Anyone that is curious, I pretty much applied the Troublemaker mascara from Urban Decay on my lashes. And then for lips today, I popped on the Sephora Rouge Matte lip color in the shade number 3, and I love this color. It's so pretty. So that is pretty much it for today's video. Definitely don't forget to come back to my channel every Monday and Thursday for a brand new video. I will have all the products listed down below like always. Be sure you are following me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that fun stuff as well. And I think that's all I have for today's video, other than I love you guys and I shall see you in the next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye!